of efforts geared towards addressing the various security threats and challenges confronting the African continent, the Nigerian Armed Forces is set to host Chiefs of Defense Staff from 53 African countries, including Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger Republic, for the maiden African Chiefs of Defense Staff Summit in Abuja. Addressing newsmen during a press conference at the Defense Headquarters on Wednesday in Abuja, the chairman of the Summit Planning Committee, Air Vice Marshal Precious Amadi, said the summit, which will be held from August 25th to 27th, is aimed at encouraging African-led solutions to the continent's security challenges.
The theme for this inaugural summit is combating contemporary threats to regional peace and security in Africa, the role of strategic defense collaborations. And this summit will cover 4 thematic areas, namely discussions on collective securities and strategy for African security issues, facilitating collaborative responses to peace and security issues within the African continent, developing mechanisms for integrating the private sector into African defense efforts, and lastly, establish a roundtable for the initiation of homegrown solutions to African defense problems and issues. The summit is scheduled to hold from 25th to 27th of August at the Bola Ahmed Tinubu International Conference Center, Abuja, and the Transcorp Hilton Hotel, all in Abuja here. You know, we are military, we are non-political. We don't get involved in political issues as much as possible. I can tell you with all confidence that under the multinational joint task force, Nigeriapolitics is still participating, even though we have a strange political relationship with them. So Mali, Nigeriapolitics, Burkina Faso, we have no issues with them militarily because one threat to one is threat to all. So if you focus on the political issues, then you have this kind of discussion. But on the military side, we are working together. We had an ECOWAS Chief of Defense Staff's conference here, and most of them attended the ECOWAS conference.
He added that the event is also expected to showcase Africa's defense capabilities through a defense exhibition, which will be held concurrently with the summit.
One of the things we seek to accomplish during this summit is developing mechanisms for integrating public-private sector into African defense efforts, to develop an African defense industrial hub. So we don't have to depend on foreigners for everything. We need to manufacture some within Nigeria, within other countries. And I'll give an example. The Nigerian company, Proforce, they manufacture a lot of things, and we buy from them. It's a homegrown solution to a homegrown problem. If we have to depend on importing these items all the time, the cost of all that is cheaper from Proforce and a Nigerian company who can produce here and function in Nigeria. So the conference will seek to answer these questions where Africa will have all its capabilities. Morocco has, Tunisia has, South Africa has, bringing all these collaborative defense efforts together to have a homegrown African solution to African problems.
Dotun Ajayi, Executive Director, African Business Roundtable, who is a consultant to the summit, said the involvement of the private sector in addressing insecurity was crucial as security matters had gone beyond the military component alone.
We'll be seeking collaborative response, talking about no one doing it alone in a joint and combined setting for some of the challenges addressing the threats that face the African continent. Of course, it will also be a platform for these bigwigs in the defense establishments to begin to understand themselves and discuss on better ways of relating across the globe.
Aside from the 53 chiefs of defense from across Africa expected at the summit, heads of AU and ECOWAS commissions, governors, ministers, government officers and heads of various security agencies are also expected to be in attendance.